Good morning and welcome to day 3. It's a balmy 38 degrees outside right now as we are getting set to depart. We have now met one pilgrim. We stayed with him last night and we actually stayed with him yesterday. So we met him yesterday, but we didn't know if we'd see him today or not. Anywhere over there with the green store frontage, that's where we sat yesterday for 2 to 3 hours as we tried to thaw out from the snow and the freezing temperatures. Anyway, we're off to Arbourse today. I'm not sure which way we're going. Little town square. It's actually a neat little town. I wish I would have seen it, but no, I slept. It's been very green today. Big difference from what it's going to be like, I'm sure, when we hit Spain, but that's still over a month away. I thought I'd show you the view because it's a beautiful view. The sky's a mix of blue and clouds. Nothing like yesterday, though later they say it could rain again. And it's still pretty chilly, probably only about 40. We've seen a lot of vlogging on this trip, which brought me to a thought I meant to bring up earlier. Since you haven't been getting my daily tracks, you haven't been getting what I consider, some good information about our walks. Because actually sometimes it's hiking, sometimes it's walking. And the way I differentiate between hiking and walking is when we're on a road like this, yeah, it's more like walking. When we're in the middle of the woods, like we were the first day, for like 85% of the day, that's definitely hiking. Now there are times though, when we come across logging, and we're walking on logging roads, which kind of look like roads, but half the time, it's harder to walk on than the roads or on the trails. So I'm going to consider those mostly hiking, because yeah, sometimes they really stink. They bring in huge machines and dig up all the ground, and sometimes you lose your shoes because it gets stuck in the mud, and yeah, no fun. Case in point, when we're walking on the logging roads, they look a lot like that. It's just really dug up, muddy, junky, muddy, yucky, blecky, just like that. Yeah, we're not doing that right now, even if it wants us to, because my guess is that didn't start as a logging road. I mean, it probably was a trail. I mean, and a lot of times it's probably the trail, but they just figured, hey, there's trees in here. Somebody's already got a nice road through here. Let's just do that. And then we can mess it up and make it look like this so that everybody can walk through the mud and the muck the whole time. Wouldn't that be awesome? Oh yeah. Got a number 4 shot for you since we haven't done one of those yet. Looking back from where we came. We're approaching our first town of the day. We've gone about, 6 miles, 6.5 miles. Anyway, this is, I think it's Champolny. I don't know if there's a church, and we're walking through some wet grass. So I'd call this trail again. I mean, I know it's not in the woods, but it's definitely not a road. It's definitely hiking. We did a lot of this yesterday, actually, especially when it was pouring rain and howling wind. And then when the snow started to fall, actually, I wasn't there when the snow started to fall, but the guy behind me was. Talked about it this morning after breakfast. And he was like, "Did you see the snow?" And it's like, "Yeah, I saw the snow." It's like, "I was walking in the snow." It's like, "Yeah, I know. That sucks." Standing outside here of the small church here in Champolny. It's not open. We tried to go inside to take some pictures because one of our Camino friends wants us to take more pictures, because normally we don't take lots of pictures. But here's a tree that is actually very old. Now you can see the width of my head there in the shadow. This is an old tree. Now it might not be as old as that one on the other Camino. It's like 900 years old. But dang, that's a big tree. Whew. Anyway, maybe I will take a picture of this church on the outside just to make my friends happy. Well, friend. We've just come across some ruins. It says there's some falling stones, so we better watch out for that. But this is neat. I don't know how old it is. I don't know where it's from. I mean, it's from France, duh. But there's nothing other than that marking that says don't go in and falling stones. But we're going to walk around it. We're not going to go in it. But Rob, he loves old broken things. And it looks kind of old. Oh yeah, there's no wall over here. Oh, that's neat though. Yeah, for Rob, that's cool. To get an idea of where that ruin is located, we're along a river here. It's pretty neat. It's actually very beautiful. And whoever owns this property, it's a very nice place. Back that way about a mile were those ruins, and now we've come across what looks like a farm. There's nobody around, but there's signs that say it's under surveillance. So don't go too far. I also saw an electric fence, Rob's experience with electric fences. I'm gonna stay away from those today. But it is neat way out here in the middle of nowhere. I love this well over here. Let's take a picture of this well. You know what's really cool about this well is somebody still uses it. I mean, there's a crank, there's a string. I can't see down there, it's really dark, but that is really cool. Okay, Rob's gonna take a giant leap here because there's a central area here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 roads going off in very straight directions, but very straight opposite directions. In the middle here is one big huge circle. And that over there looks like a building constructed out of a boxcar. I could be wrong. Get off me, bug. But, I mean, it looks like a boxcar. But perhaps at one point there were train tracks running through here. Because these roads are all really straight. I mean, every single one is just as straight as this one. So as I keep walking along this long straight road, it's really nice here in the woods. And I'm reminded of a place I stayed at, I don't know, 4, maybe 5 years ago. That was along an old railway. And the Auberge itself was an old railway station. I wish I could remember the name of it, but off the top of my head, I can't, you know, gray matter, it's aging. But the point there was they had ripped up the tracks before the war, and when I say they, I mean the Germans ripped up the tracks to use them for munitions, you know, tanks, artillery, guns, you know, whatever they can make out of, you know, iron. And perhaps, you know, something similar happened here. I don't know. Now I'm taking a really huge leap. But, you know, I was taking leaps before. Not really a big deal. But that circle back there really did look like it could have been, you know, one of those rotators, you know, they turn cars around on. So, Dave Dibble, are you watching? Are you with me? Rain has still held off on us. We're starting to feel some spritz out there. But we just ran into our second pilgrim of the trip. Her name's Sophie. She's from Belgium. And she'll be staying in the same place tonight. So get to talk with her a bit. Though she's walking rather slow, she says. She's only doing about 15 kilometers a day. But she's been walking for 7 weeks already. So that's a long time. I wish I could do that. But I only have about, you know, 10 weeks total before they kick me out of the country. Or, well, if I overstay that, before I can never come back again. So probably won't be doing that. So this is our little one-horse town right here, Arbourse. At least I think that's how you pronounce it. We'll find out when we talk to someone who actually knows how to say it. That the refuge here is like those along the Camino Frances, first come, first serve. And other than myself and Sophie, I think we'll be doing fine. They only have 9 beds, but I've actually only seen like 4 people total. So even if all of them come here, there'll be plenty of room. So we found the refuge here of Arbourse, and yeah, this says holds 4 people, though somewhere said they have room for 9. Doesn't matter. I've only seen 2 of us, maybe 3 tops today, and it opens at 4, and then I have to call these people. So I'm gonna actually wait till Sophie gets here. She speaks French better than I do because it's one of her native languages, being from Belgium. Anyway, this is the backside of the mairie, and yeah, that's a bunch of junk over there. Looks like they use it to, you know, fix up the town.